Going to turn to the side, breathing out, taking the shoulder behind, and then breath into center, breathing out, turn to the side, breathing into center, and then just continue going from side to side, just taking your shoulder back as you go. Morning, Katie. Just make sure your microphone's on mute, and then we won't all hear each other and it won't keep focusing on each other. So you should only just be able to hear me, and that way your camera will stay looking at me and yourselves. So come back to center, and then taking a breath in, let's have a little lean to the side. Don't go too far, and then come back up and lean to the other side and come back up. So just making sure as we're doing this, we've got our cores drawn in. So really hold your tummies in as we're going from side to side, just to warm ourselves up a little bit more. So one more each way. And then just come back to center. And then from here, take a breath into your cores engaged. Just keep your hands there. And I want you just to sort of fold forward, just looking at the floor in front of you, and then rounding your back and bringing your eyes in towards your toes and come up again. So we're just kind of rolling up with the top half of the body. So breath in, roll forward, fold forward, look sort of in front of your mat there, and then just look along the floor, rounding the back, up you come again, nice and tall, just pulling the shoulders back when you get to the top there. So let's do that a couple more times. So breath in, breathing out, fold forward, look forward, and just roll, you're rounding your back up, look to your toes, and come on. That's looking really nice, everyone, well done. One more of these, fold forward, look beyond the mat, draw your eyes along the floor, and round in the back, and up you come. Lovely, very nice. Just take the hands off the hips, just give your shoulders a nice roll round. Let's go one way, and then let's go back the other way. Okay, I'm back to center. So replacing your hands on your hips. We're just going to do some squats to warm up the hips and the thighs. So let's squat down in the middle, pushing the bottom back. Pull up the pelvic floor as you come up, and then step to the side and do a wide one. So squatting down, pulling up, step back to center to do a narrow one. Squatting down, pulling up as we go, and squatting wide, breathing out, breathing in, back to center, breathing out, breathing in, back to center, breathing out, breathing in, back to center. One more to the other way, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and then just come back to center. Shoulder roll, and then we're just going to go down onto the mat. So you can roll yourselves down, so tuck your chin to chest, hold that core in, dangle those arms, and just take a nice big breath in, and then just breathing out, roll yourselves down, soften those knees as you go down, just come down to the floor there, and just bring yourself into a seated position. Come on your bottoms, just to start with. I like this for warming up the back. So just hold on to your thighs there. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Just adjust your camera slightly, Katie. I can only see your head. So it's just, and you, Jill, if you can adjust yours so I can see your body as well. I can just see your head and shoulders, and then I can just see if anybody's not quite in the correct position. That's lovely. Well done. Super. It wants to be on the floor. That's it. Lovely. So it's just here, holding your thighs. All we're going to do is sit nice and tall to start. Take a breath in, breathing out around the back. Let's stretch the back. We'll just do 3 of these. Breathing out. And then just breathing in as we come up. Pull the shoulders back and really stretch the chest open. So real stretch across the chest there. Breathing out. Let's go again. And breathing in. Come up and sit nice and tall. So one more of these. Breathing out, really rounding the back and pulling the core in hard. So we're working those abdominal muscles as well as opening the chest up and working the hip flexors. Lovely. Okay, so this time I'd like you to take yourself back to almost halfway down. Hold it there. And then I just want you to lift and lower alternate legs. So pop your hands down if you need to. So we're going to lift up a leg and lower. Lift up and lower. So we're going to just bring the knee back towards the hips there and lower. So you've got to really hold that core strong. You might need to pop your hands behind you to support you, but do whatever works for you. So just One more each side. So this is working the core and the hips. Whoop, keep the balance. One more, lovely. And then just taking yourselves all the way down. Let's roll back down all the way to the mat and just lie down here for a moment. Now, we're going to do something a bit different we've not done before. So just laying on your mat, I want you to be able to hold the top corners of your mats because we're going to curl it up with us. So making sure your feet are hip width apart and your hips are just balanced nicely on the mat there. Taking a breath in, just breathing out, we're going to curl up. So we're doing a crunch, holding the top of the mat there, and then just breathing in to come back down. So elbows to ceiling, so breathing out to come up. So as we're breathing out, we're really pulling that tummy in nice and tight. I'm just going to move down a tiny bit, that's it. Lovely, breathing out and breathing in. That looks good, everyone. Breathing out and breathing in. Okay, next one up. Let's hold it up. And again, I want us to do this toe tapping that we were doing just now. So bring the knees up over to your hips here. So we're in tabletop. Keeping the knees in that shape. I just want you to tap down. Breathe out as you tap down. Breathe in to bring up. Tap down and bring up. Tap down and bring up. Tap down and bring up. So you should have your core and your back flat to the floor, your core back flat to your spine. So you should be feeling this in your abdominals now. So it's just simple toe tap, but it's very effective. So okay, one more each side. And then hold them there with the knees bent. So making sure the feet are just parallel with the floor there. Then I just want you to push alternate legs out with the heel flex. So flex the foot and flex the foot. So as if you're pushing a door closed. Flex the foot, push the door closed. Flex and push. If this is getting too much for your necks, you can put your heads down. So just a couple more. One more each side. One couple more. And back to centre there. And then from here, we're just going to go into crisscross. So we're just going to bring our head, shoulders up towards the knee. Do one more core thing. So breathing up as we go. So elbow to knee, opposite knee. So one more each side. And then lay yourselves down, bring your knees into chest and give yourselves a hug. I'm sure you need it now. Give yourselves a rock from side to side. Just turn your head from side to side as well, just in case you've got any tension there built up in the neck. Well done, everybody. Okay, and then next we're going to move into a single leg stretch. So you can keep your head down. This is where we hold one knee and we push the other leg out long. And then we switch. We hold the knee into chest and then we push the other leg out long. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, bring the head and shoulders up, making sure the tummy is flat to the spine and push the leg out. So really nice, really long legs. So really imagine you're just trying to kick the door closed. You want long, long, long straight legs. Point those toes because we want to lengthen and tone those muscles. Very nice. Pull that knee into chest and lengthen and lengthen. So one more each side. And then just lay yourselves back down here. Well done, everybody. Very nice. Okay, just pop your feet down. Just have a breather here. We're going to go to do some bridge work. So just check your knees are parallel and pointing up at the ceiling. Okay, and your eyes are looking up at the ceiling. If you find your head's looking behind, just get a cushion and pop it underneath your head. Okay, so take a breath in here. Let's draw that core in to engage. Let's roll those hips back towards the rib cage. So we've got our backs flat on the floor and then continue up into bridge. Pushing the knees away, pushing the hips to the ceiling, up as high as you can go. Breathe all the air out and then breathing in, let's start to roll down. Rolling through each vertebrae, making sure you're imprinting your spine onto the mat. Okay, all the way through to the coccyx. Take a breath in here and then breathing out. Let's roll up again. Let's take the arms with us this time. Let's take them overhead if we can. You can just stop at shoulder height if you want to. Reach overhead, push your hips to the ceiling, reaching long. Breath in, breath out. Here we go. Let's breathe out as we roll down. Push the spine into the mat, going all the way down towards the knees. Keep going all the way down. Lovely, let's do that one more time. So take that breath in and then breathe out as you start to imprint your spine into your mat. Taking the hands overhead, reaching long, pushing those hips up. I can see Jess trying to join in. And Jess dog, and then hands to the ceiling, and then rolling yourselves down again. All the way to the floor. Lovely, well done everybody. Okay, and then from here, I'd like you to straighten your leg that's nearest the camera, keeping the other knee bent. And then I want you to take the opposite arm overhead. So long leg, opposite arm long overhead. Okay, and then taking a breath in here, I want you to roll onto your side with control. And then that top knee there, I just want you to bring that up and see if you can just lift and lower. So lift and lower. You've got to balance yourself there with the other hand if you can. So lifting and lowering. So just bend the underneath knee slightly to stop you from wobbling over. Okay, so just hold that leg down there. Okay, and then we're just going to just bring this hand in front, by our elbow here. Just bring our elbow to our head here. And then I want you to take that front leg forward and bring the top elbow back behind you. And then just swap, put the leg behind and the elbow forward. So we're just opening the chest, having a nice stretch across the chest there. And we're reaching, so one leg behind, elbow in front. So switching, so side to side. Breathing in and out, it's looking very nice, well done. And then just come back to center for me. Okay, and then we need to bend that underneath leg. We need to straighten that top arm and that top leg. And then I want you to roll with control. So you've rolled right over and face the other way. I'm just going to flip over just so that I can still see you. But roll, so you're facing the other way. And you're going to do the same on the other side. So you've got to balance yourself there. Underneath knee slightly forward and lift and lower the top leg. So straighten your knees. So we're pushing the toes away from us. Try and have a really straight knee. We're just lifting and lowering for a few. One more of these. It's very nice. Try and straighten those legs. Really point those toes so you're really pushing the feet away. Straighten those knees. Okay, hold the leg up a little bit there. Take the top hand to by your ears. And then we're going to take the top leg back and the top shoulder forward. Breathing out and breathing in to take the leg forward and the elbow behind you. So we're rolling a little bit across the shoulder there as we're just pulling backwards and forwards. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in to open the chest and breathing out. So lovely, one more. Well done everybody. And then just as we're here, just roll yourselves onto your front and we're going to doing some front exercises. So just bring yourself onto your elbows. We're going to start with a single leg kick. I thought that was quite a nice transition to roll from your side to your elbows. Okay, so for a single leg kick, to make sure you've got your arms in Sphinx position, so your elbows should be directly beneath your shoulders there. Pull your tummy up, draw it up to the core there, and we're going to just bring the foot up towards our bottom. We're going to flex the foot, we're going to point, and then we're going to bring it down. So the same with the other one, bring the foot up, flex, point, and bring it down. So try and bring it in as close as you can to your bottom, flex, point, and bring it down. So you might want to sort of ping it in towards you to get it as close as you can, point, and bring it down. So bring it in, point it, flex it, point it, bring it down. One more each side. Lovely. And when you've done your one more each side, I thought we'd go into a double leg stretch. So just bring yourself down onto your forehead and just placing your hands in the small of your back. Taking a big breath in to draw that core up to the spine. Bring the feet up towards the bottom, breathing out for a couple of little beats, 2, 3, and then take a big long stretch, lifting your head, shoulders and legs away from you, a long arm there. Breathe in to come down, 3 little beats towards the bottom, and then just push out to make that nice long line. Lovely, lifting those head and shoulders as high as you can. So 3 little beats in, 2, 3, pushing away, reaching long behind you, breathing in, 2, 3, and out as we go nice and long there. Lovely, well done. And then just from here, just take a breather here for a moment, just holding yourselves there. Relax your legs down. And then just one more here. Taking a breath in, lift your head and shoulders up and bring your arms out to the side. So you want head and shoulders off the floor, eyes just looking in front of the mat there. And then just breathing out, let's take those hands overhead. And then just breathing in, bring them to the side. As you come to the side, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So breathing in and breathing out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. So the head, shoulders up. So arms overhead and bring it in. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And again. And squeeze them together. One more. And squeeze them together. Well done, everybody. Push yourself back into child's pose to have a rest of your spine here and stretch out the back. So just reaching those arms forward and breathe here. Glad to see you getting hot, Katie. Well done. Okay, so from here, let's just come and side sit. So just bring yourselves to your side. So we're going to sit with our knees just stacked next to us here. We'll have a little stretch here. Very nice. Okay, so just have the hand there. We're just going to take a big breath in and stretch over. And then just have a stretch the other way. And then we're just going to come down onto our elbow here. And we're just going to lift this top leg up. And just take it, lift it up and lower. Now if you want to join me and come up onto your knees, you can do. We're going to lift and lower, or you can stay down, but we're just trying to lift and lower the leg. So 2 more. Then I want you just to bring the hand next to you here. Just push yourselves up and just have a little press up if you can. So just see if you can just turn yourselves to the side, do a little press. Now if you need to pop the other knee down, you can do. If you can work yourself there, just pushing yourself on the toe. So let's just do 3 little presses down and then come back down on your elbow. Bring your hand to the ceiling. Once you've done challenging you this morning, here we go. And then let's thread that needle, go through underneath. Breathing in to bring it out. Breathing out to go through underneath. And just breathing in to bring it up. Okay, so 1 more. And then come back to center. Well done, everybody. So lower yourselves down. We just need to flip round and just do the other side. So bring yourself round onto your knees the other side. We start with a stretch at each side. So we're stretching over from left to right, or right to left, whichever way you are. And then to the other side. Well done. Enjoy that stretch. And then come down. Bring the elbow down onto the floor. And then if you would wish to come up onto your knees or stay down, it's up to you. We're just going to take that arm to the ceiling and lift and lower. So point the toe as you're doing this. Just have a long straight leg. So let's really feel like we're reaching our feet away from us. So a couple more. Well done, everybody. Some very nice positions there.
What's that with Nick? Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Oh, you can have my knee.
You put me off now, Johnny. Okay. And then just bringing this hand over. Let's see if we can push ourselves up onto our hands and do some little presses from here. So 3 little presses. So again, you can put the knees down or you can keep the leg long behind you. 3 little presses. Coming back up onto your hand. Come round to your elbow. And let's just do our thread the needle through. And open up the chest as we come back. So breathing out to go through and breathing in to come up and out to go through. Lovely. And then just one more. And I've got a nice little challenge for you. Bring yourself down onto your hips and just round onto your bottom. Okay, so with the mat across, as we did the other day, we're just going to sit with our feet in front of us. Okay, hands behind, but just slide your hands back a little bit there. And then I want you to hold your core in, so breathing in, take a breath in to hold that core in. Breathing out, just drop the knees from side to side, so sort of on your tiptoes. Okay, and then I just want to see if you can bring your legs up nice and long and make a circle. Now if it's too much to do 2 legs, by all means do 1 leg at a time, it's absolutely fine. But if you can do 2, can we try and have straight legs? Can we straighten those knees? If you need to have the knees bent, that's fine. But what we're trying to do is roll from hip to hip. So change direction, let's go the other way. And then back to centre. So bringing yourself onto your sit bones, just pull yourselves up a little bit from your hands. Just want to see if you can take yourselves up into teasers. So can you hold your legs up, open your legs, and see if you can take hold of your, I know most of us, we've been challenging ourselves this, see if we can straighten that back a little bit. Really well done. And just lower the hands back down and the legs back down. We'll do that one more time. So take a breath in. Okay, so breathing out, let's lift those legs up and let's see if we can bring our hands up. Hold your own legs if you need to, that's it, lovely, and hold them. Well done everybody, very nice Heather, well done. Try and straighten that back, see if you can sit tall on the back. Really well done everybody, well done. Bring the feet back in together, bring them down there, and then let's just bring our knees round. And just come over onto your knees, we're just coming onto all fours and we'll stretch out our back. And we'll stretch up into downward dog. So just come over there. Well done everybody, that was a tough one. Okay, taking a breath in here. Let's round our backs, bring those hips forward to the rib cage and just stretch through the shoulders. Breathing out. And just breathe in and bring your back into alignment there. Look in front of your hands. And let's just breathe out again, stretch round. And then just breathe in, come to centre again. And then this time, let's just take our hands forward a little bit more in front of us there. And I just want you to stretch forward. So let's just stretch over those hands. Just bring your hips down towards the mat. And look up. So stretching forward like a dog. Lovely. Pushing those hips to the mat. Lovely, and then just curl your toes under and get ready to draw that core in and push yourselves bottoms into the air to have a stretch into downward facing dog. Push the heels to the floor, have a stretch through the heels there. Okay, then just walk your hands and your feet towards each other. Just hold it there before we roll up. And then just take a big breath in, engage the core. Breathing out as you slowly start to roll up, but keep that core engaged. Leave the head hanging down on the chest there. Breathing out as we come up. Bring the shoulders, arms and shoulders up towards the ceiling. Have a little stretch backwards. And then let's just have a lean to one side. Let's just place the hand down by the knee, really stretching over. Reach as far as you can with a long straight arm. See if you can stretch towards the ceiling, over towards the ceiling. And just reaching up and over, let's lean to the other side. Reaching and stretching. And just come back to centre. Lean behind, take a big breath in here. Just take the arms down and just pull your fingers together. Just clasp your hands behind your back then. Open your chest to the ceiling and breathe in. Okay, just take a breath in here, hold your core. I'm just going to fold you forward. Let's just fold forward to look at the floor in front. Continue the fold forward and just bring those arms up behind you if you can, stretching forwards. Enjoy that stretch. And then very slowly roll yourself up, chin to chest, rolling all the way up. Rounding the shoulders, release those hands, round those shoulders. Okay, let's take a couple of big breaths in. Let's take a big breath in, deep breath in, bend the knees, and breathe out. Cross the arms over the top there, and again, so breath in and out. And then one more, breathing in and out. And that's the end of the class, everybody. Well done. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. You did really, really well. I hope you could hear okay. So do put your microphones back on if you want to give me any feedback or anything you want to ask. I hope you could see that okay. And I hope you enjoyed.